Hi, ladies. Since I thought of the idea and I don't want it to become an expense for anyone, I am bearing myself to you. You will be in my bedroom while I'm dressing my wonderful participant, which is my husband. It'll be nice that we do this in recognition of Palm Sunday and preparation for Easter Sunday. And I think it's exciting. It'll be like a flash mob for a sense of the period of time in which this actually transpired in history. So we're going to look like the original people that existed during the time of Christ's triumphant walk through town on his way through the city where they threw down palms. So this is what I did find that's cost efficient that you should have in your house, in your closet, somewhere in one of your rooms to design the garbs. I already sent you a picture of what one family looked like. Okay, so Tina, you mentioned curtains. So I found a pair of curtains, one panel that I might use for part of the garments. I also found flat sheets. Flat sheets are the sheets that do not have the clasping elastic to be on the corners of the bed. It's just a sheet that most of us don't use unless we're in a hotel. Okay, flat sheet. This is a twin. The best option probably for all of our husbands would be to use a king size flat sheet or a full size flat sheet. Another option is to use a tablecloth. I found lots of tablecloths because you want to go with a plain solid color, but of course there are stripes or whatever you may use, but the primary thing will be the woman's head is covered and she's fully covered and the male's head is fully covered. So let's look at what I've done so far. I had taken a regular king size pillowcase, and what I did was I cut a little slip at the top of the pillowcase and I ripped that part open. And then, you have the longer side, cut that too, and open it up. So the pillowcase originally looked like this. I had to cut down the side or along the seam. And the same thing for one of the ends. Cut the seam. Open it up, and you should have a nice rectangular fabric that you can use as a heading. So my lovely, wonderful, awesome husband decided to be my candidate for this. So after I cut it, it's supposed to lay a little bit. So if you have a solid material, it's even better. But you want this hanging to go on right here. So you're just going to flip it upward, and you'll see that it kind of starts to taper off or give you that laying position. Looks like King Tut almost. Okay. You also have the picture that I sent you to give you a reminder of how it may look. And this is a king sheet. I made one for myself, but a regular size pillowcase worked. I found 2 of his ties because I didn't find a cord from my curtains or a cord from something else. But if you have a belt, you can make it use. I make it work. I took 2 of his ties that I found, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to twist them. I literally took the ties and did a 2-strand twist. I put my toe down there. I did get permission to do this with his ties. Twisted it. This is going to be the band that's going to go on his forehead to hold on his wrap. But if you have a easier, simpler way to do this and get the effect that you want, by all means, just make it enough. Make it work. So you really don't have to twist it out that far because I'm sure your husband's had it. The circumference is really not that long, but I'm doing it just so it won't unravel. So at the end, I am going to put it in a knot. It's a regular knot, so it doesn't come loose. You double knot it if you think it might. Some serious twisting. Okay. And I probably should do the same for the other end. Twist it, twist it, twist it. My husband's complaining about twisting it too much. I will replace your tie, honey, at a later date. Okay, so now I have this. If it unravels in your hand, just twist it a little bit. I'm going to put this on his forehead. Go go around to the back and just do another comfortable tie. Boom. This is his head component. Okay? Part B, the part that goes on his body. I used a tablecloth. And I'm trying to make it simple so you don't have to sew at all. You don't want to sew anything. So I took a regular tablecloth that I had. I folded it in half. This was a regular rectangular, maybe fits 10 chairs to a table, really long tablecloth. No, guess what? This is not a tablecloth. This is actually a full flat sheet. But a tablecloth will work just the same. He needs a front and a back, and I don't want to have to sew anything. So I folded the king sheet in half, and then I cut out, with my scissors, I cut out a little half of a circle at the top. But before I did that, I made my husband stand up. I measured him to see how long did I need the sheet to be so he wouldn't trip. Okay? How much length? How long did I need it to be? And that's how I folded it over. Once I folded it over, that's when I went ahead, grabbed the scissors, I folded it over neatly. With my scissors, somewhere, pretend I had my scissors, I cut half of a circle. It's half of a circle because the other half is supposed to make up for going over his head. So I cut it in half. I already did that. I cut a little portion. Mind you, you want to have the end, not the open end. You want the top. So this is my top. I told you I folded it over. And I did a half of a circle, like a half of a moon. When I open it up, it will be a full circle. He should be able to it should fit right over his head. This is one. Okay? This comes out. Yeah, watch. When I pull it over his... Oh, praise the Lord. It works even better. Guess what? I don't have to sew. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the other piece over his head that covers his back. Yep. Bam! Bam, done. What? Done. How long did you time it? I think that was less than 10 minutes, ladies. What time? How long did it take, Tyler?
8 minutes.
8 minutes? Boom, 8 minutes later. Look, who ready? Now, what you can do, because I see he needs room for this arm is open, this one is not. You have a couple of options. What I'm going to do for him is I'm probably going to cut just another little half a circle for him so he can put his arm out. Okay? But you see he's dressed in his garb. You can cloak it with something else, same concept. And you'll see that in the picture. I could do this one, but you have to make sure it's long enough to fit your husband. No, I'm not going to do that one. I have to find, same concept. This is the base. This is the basis. So I wonder if I should just show you what I would do. All right. This is what I'm going to do it for you so you won't get confused. That extra piece that's right here, I'm going to make room for his arm. So I'm not going to go up too far where it overlays and falls over. I'm going to, same concept. You're only cutting a half because it's 2 layers you have here. Cut half a circle, smaller, obviously, much smaller, so he can put his arm through there. Can you put your arm through there? There we go. Who is ready for service? What? Ladies, 8 minutes. Lift it up. Now, if you have to modify it, make it shorter, fine. This is only to prove, just revere the occasion, and it's a simple couples activity that we could do. I'm going to make the same kind for myself, just different colors, and wrap it up, okay?